world of home science. Long time no see children. Hope you have gone through previous videos. Back to life, continuing with the food storage. In this video, we will go through methods of food storage. Myself, Vijay Patil, Assistant Professor of Home Science, Government First Grade College, Ankola. Food storage is a traditional domestic skill and is important commercially too. Bulk storage of food produce is done in warehouses. Warehouses are scientific storage structures especially constructed for the protection of the quality and quantity of the stored products. The warehouses are owned by FCI, that is Food Corporation of India, CWC, Central Warehouse Corporation, or the SWC, that is State Warehouse Corporation. The Central Warehousing Corporation provides safe and reliable storage facilities for about 120 agricultural and industrial communities. It is the largest public warehouse operator in the country. It also offers services in the area of cleaning, handling, transportation, procurement and distribution, disinfection services, fumigation services, and other additional activities, that is safety, security, and insurance. Best practices of food warehousing. Products must be stored under optimal conditions in accordance with the product specifications. For example, oil should be stored in conditions to prevent oxidation. Storage of fresh fruits and vegetables should take into account management of ripening conditions, controlled atmosphere, refrigeration, ventilation, etc. Warehouse facilities for storage of food should be well organized and allowed for segregation of raw materials from the finished products. They should be inspected regularly. They should be cleaned and dried regularly, well illuminated, fumigated and protected from pests, condensation, dust, fumes and odor. Stock control of food is important to the total supply chain to ensure safety, quality and waste management. Effective and accurate inventory records and stock control systems should be maintained to ensure traceability system. Different stock control approaches. FIFO, first in, first out. This is a system to ensure new raw materials and processed goods used in the same sequence as they are received. The next one is FEFO, first expired, first out. This system ensures dispatch of products which have the earliest expiration date first. This approach helps to control freshness of the food produce and helps to minimize waste in the supply chain. Storage during transportation. Food must be adequately protected during transport. The type of conveniences or containers required depends on the nature of the food and the conditions under which it has to be transported. Carriers used by the manufacturer are designed, constructed, maintained, cleaned and utilized in a manner that prevents food contamination and minimizes microbial growth. Best practices of a good transport system. Transportation vehicles and containers should be designed and constructed so that they do not contaminate foods, can be effectively cleaned and disinfected, permit effective separation of foods, provide effective protection from contamination including dust and fumes, can effectively maintain the temperature, humidity, atmosphere and other conditions necessary to protect the food from harmful or undesirable microbial growth and deterioration likely to render it unsuitable for the consumption. Allow any unnecessary temperature, humidity and other conditions to be checked. Should be designed and marked for the food use only and be used only for that purpose. Temperature control of food transport vehicles. Temperature controlled vehicles and containers should be capable of maintaining temperature. For example, chill units on the vehicles and containers are not designed to reduce the temperature. It is also important to ensure that foods for refrigerated transport are already at an appropriate temperature prior to loading. Consider the use of temperature monitors to verify conditions of the transport. Ingredients and finished products requiring temperature control are transported in a manner to prevent temperature abuse that could result in deterioration of the product and affect its safety. Ingredients requiring refrigeration are transported at 4 degrees centigrade or 39 degree Fahrenheit or less, and the temperature is appropriately monitored. Frozen ingredients are transported at temperatures that do not permit thawing, and the temperature is appropriately monitored. Let us see storage of processed foods. Processed foods are stored and handled under conditions that prevent damage and contamination. Processed foods are transported under conditions that minimize physical, chemical, and microbial deterioration. Factors to be considered while storing processed foods. Processed foods are stored off the floor and away from walls to permit access for cleaning and pest control. Frozen products are stored at a temperature that does not permit thawing. Stock rotation is controlled to prevent deterioration and prevent spoilage of products that could present a health hazard. Defective products are clearly identified and isolated in a designated area for appropriate disposition. Household food storage. The goal of food storage is to ensure safe and high quality food. Proper storage extends shelf life of food, which depends on the food type, packaging, and storage conditions, particularly temperature and humidity. On the basis of their stability, during storage, foods have been divided into the following category like perishable, semi-perishable, and non-perishable foods. Perishable foods. These cannot be stored for more than 2 to 3 days under room temperature, like milk, milk products, meat, fish, fruits, and vegetables are included in this group. Semi-perishable foods. The processed or convenience foods which can be stored for a week to a couple of months at room temperature can be termed as semi-perishable foods, like baked foods, roasted, popped, or toasted cereals and legumes, dehydrated foods, canned foods, frozen foods belongs to this category. Non-perishable foods, cereals, dals, legumes, which have been dried not less than 13% moisture are non-perishable in nature. The table shows storage of various foods at household level. Go through it thoroughly. That's for now. This is me, Vijaya, signing off. If you find the content of this video useful, do like, share and subscribe. Comment for your suggestions. For future home science videos, stay tuned. Bye-bye.